Good morning, YouTube. Gonna go live everywhere. So excited to talk to you guys this morning. Say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Gonna go live on Facebook and on Instagram. I'm trying to back up a little bit so that the people on Instagram do not see my pores. So, welcome if you're new here. And I'm so excited today to talk about style myths that we should be busting over the age of 50. Comment and let me know if you can hear me and see me, all the things. Yeah, let me know if you can hear me and see me. I want to make sure that my audio is working, everything is working. Okay, so excited today because we're going to talk about 10 style myths. But first, I want to share that I do have my good morning, my master class today at 11 a.m. That link is everywhere. But if you comment masterclass, I will try to share the link with you between the end of this video and 11 a.m. That's 2 hours from now, Eastern time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. It's going to be on Zoom. You're awesome. Thank you so much. I want you to sign up, even if you can't make it live, because that's how I will know to send you the replay. I'll know that you're interested in the masterclass if you sign up, and you can get the replay afterwards. There will be a replay. Of course, if you can join us live, that is always preferable. But 11 a.m. Eastern time, we're going to be diving into personal style and the importance of personal style over 50. Like this is the game changing, I think, puzzle piece that many of us forget. We're focused on finding clothes that fit us. We're focused on finding colors that work for us, but personal style is often overlooked, and I want to break it down for you today in the masterclass. Okay, so I want to talk about 10 style myths, and some of these are going to be controversial, and I expect to have a little bit of feedback about some of these. Hello, good morning, everyone, because these are things that I passionately believe and that I think are really important when it comes to looking and feeling our best in clothes. And many of these are countercultural. Like these are things that we're not hearing. And if anything, we're hearing the opposite. So I'm going to break them down for you today. The first one, and this is one that really, really drives me crazy. It's wear whatever you want. In 2025, in most, definitely in Western culture, we know that we can wear whatever we want. So if we ask for feedback, someone asks for feedback in one of my Facebook groups, and the response is wear whatever you want. In my opinion, that is not answering the question. It's a little flippant, and if anything, it's dismissive. So wear whatever you want comes from a good place, because what you're thinking is, oh, you do you, like wear what you love. But if someone's asking for your feedback, wear whatever you want is a dismissal, not an answer. And it drives me crazy. Think this is, at the end of the day, we want to look our best, and that's why we're asking for feedback. If we're asking, it's because we're not sure. And so wear whatever you want is a refusal to answer. Freedom is fabulous, of course, and we love the idea that we can wear whatever we want, but style without strategy leads to confusion, not confidence. This is not what we're going for. We're not looking for confusion and chaos in our style. We're looking for confidence in our style. And confidence comes from clarity, and clarity comes from getting a direct answer to your question when you ask, how does this look? What do you think of this outfit? So I feel very strongly that when someone asks that question, I either answer with that looks great, or this is how to fix it. Those are the only two acceptable answers. And when we deliver feedback, we do it with kindness. Wear what honors your body, reflects your personality, and supports the message that you want to send. Style is self-expression with skill. Like it does take a little bit of training of our eye to see what looks best on us. And when we look in the mirror, every woman, I pray that every woman has had this experience where you've looked in the mirror and like what you see and like the way that you look in an outfit. That's my goal for all of you. And so I will never answer wear what you want, because you're not going to reach your goals with that kind of answer. This is very closely related to another style myth, which is, why do we need a stylist to tell us what to wear? Somebody commented on my Facebook group or on my YouTube recently, and recently deleted comment because this is my feeling. If you're not interested in style, don't watch a style channel, right? I don't watch football channels for obvious reasons. So, but she commented, I can't believe people feel like they need a consultant to tell them what to wear. If you it takes a lot to make me mad, but that totally set me over the edge because um why do we feel like we need someone to help with taxes, and we need someone to help with legal matters, and we need we need a doctor, we need a lawyer, whatever, but we feel like we should just be born knowing how to assemble a wardrobe that works for us. It doesn't work that way. Style is a skill like any other, and one that I've been working on my entire life, and that's why I'm so passionate about working with women, because I know that many of you haven't focused on it because you've been focusing on other things. Whatever your area of professional or personal expertise is, that's what you've been focused on. This happens to be mine. There's a lot of stuff that I can't help you with, but this is the thing that I can't help you with. And there's nothing wrong with seeking help in style any more than there's something wrong with asking your accountant about your taxes. Like, no different whatsoever. Trust me, you don't want me to help you with your taxes. Okay, so that's the first myth, is to wear what you want, and you don't need anybody to tell you what to wear myth. The second myth is over 50, over 40, over 60, we should stop caring what people think. This is objectivity. Yes, Pam, objectivity is so important. Some of you may agree with this and say, oh, I don't care what anybody thinks anymore. I'm just going to do what I want to do. There's a flip side to this. And there is a freedom that comes with letting go of a lot of the expectations that we feel like have been put on us, and maybe letting go of what the wrong people think, and letting go in general of, dressing down to make other people around us feel better, or not dressing the way that we want to because we feel like we don't have permission to. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is using that as an excuse to justify, like, being afraid to go out on a limb, or laziness, like not wanting to take care of ourselves. If you don't care what people think and you want to go out of the house in pajamas, I can tell you, you're just not going to look and feel your best. You're not. And if you are spending all day in your pajamas, or you're spending all day in your sweats because you don't care what people think, I feel like that is an excuse to stay, like, not feeling energized, not feeling optimistic. I know that clothes are an outward reflection of how we're feeling on the inside often. And if you're spending day in, day out in your grubbies, you're not going to be living your best life. And often that is posed as, oh, I don't care what people think, I'm going to go to the store in my pajamas. You may not start with caring about what you think about yourself. How's that? Like, start with caring about what we think about ourselves. If we care about what we think about ourselves, then we're going to care about what the people that we trust and love, the people that are closest to us, what they think. Um, this is not about dressing for the general population, and it's not about caring what all of the negative voices around us. Sometimes we've got negative voices in our inner circles, and sometimes they're just in our general community. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm saying, care about what you think first. Dress for yourself in a way that makes you feel and look your best, and then draw the right people in, who are going to be those people who are going to be like, yay, you look amazing. That's the goal. That's the goal. So you don't need to dress for others, but you are communicating with your style. You care just enough to show up as the woman you want to be seen as. Like, care enough to show up as the woman you want to be seen as, and know that you are sending a message with your style, and control that message. Control that message. I think it's so important. Okay, the next is that we have to shop at stores for older women. Somebody actually said recently in one of my YouTube comments, and I laughed out loud when I read it. She's like, I thought it was the law that we had to shop at Chico's once we hit a certain age. And I'm like, it's not the law. The law, in my opinion, is that we should be shopping at what I call ageless brands. And I do have an ageless brands guide. If you comment brands, I will send it to you. But ageless brands are stores that we can shop at 30, at 50, at 70, at 90, and we're going to look. We might make slightly different choices at different ages, but those stores are stores that are designed for women 30 plus, not 50 plus, not 70 plus. Definitely at 30, we really feel like we can start dressing maybe in a more sophisticated way. And and so these are clothes and brands that are ageless. They don't label you as someone who has suddenly started shopping at a specific demographics store. And so I recently saw an ad for Frank and Eileen where it was a mother and daughter shopping at Frank and Eileen. And although I think Frank and Eileen does lean a little bit more mature, there are pieces at a brand like that that can work at 30, they can work at 50, they can work at 70. So I will send you, yeah, if you comment brands, I will send you this brands list. Thank you so much. Thank you. Those are the stores we need to be shopping at. That does not mean that we should never shop at stores that are designed for women over 50, but we need to look at them through that ageless lens. Because if we're like, well, I'm a certain age, now I need to wear a tunic, and now I need to wear short pants, we're going to wonder why we don't look and feel our best. And the thing is, these clothes are solely designed to minimize some of the things about our bodies that we start maybe not loving as much as we get older. And that isn't always going to serve us, because there are better ways to minimize a tummy than by wearing a tunic. And this week on YouTube, tomorrow and Friday, I broke up my extra long video about how to minimize a tummy into two parts. So there's one on Tuesday, one on Friday. You're going to want to watch that. But at the end of the day, we need to shop at brands that feature modern classics, not brands that are specifically and only aimed at women over a certain age. Okay, yay. I will make sure you guys get the brands guide. If you don't get it right away, send me a direct message or a comment on Facebook, depending on where you're commenting. If you're on Instagram, send me a direct message on Instagram and I'll send it to you that way, because Instagram doesn't let me share links. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, the next style myth that this is going to be controversial. Do not hang up on me. I will see if the number goes down. If it's not on a model my age or my size, I can't picture it on me. One of the most, in my opinion, one of the most annoying pieces of feedback that I get on YouTube videos is why am I showing clothes on models that are 20 and 30 and tall and slim? And I'm just going to say models are 20 or 30 and tall and slim. That's largely the sites that we're shopping on feature women who are tall and slim and usually young. And there is nothing we can do about that. It is what it is right now. We've never seen more diversity in terms of models, shapes, sizes, and ages than we have the last couple of years. So that is changing. However, if I want to recommend a shirt for you from J. Crew that I know is going to be a fabulous shirt for you, I'm not going to not recommend that shirt because the model's 25 tall and slim. I am 5'2", so I feel this. I have spent the last 30 years adding 7 inches to everything I see online, because I know that if it's a 5'9" model and I'm 5'2", that item is going to be 7 inches longer than it is on the model. So but it doesn't stop me from buying the clothes. I'm not like, well, I'm just not going to shop at Ann Taylor because look at that model. She is so tall and she is 25 years old and I can't possibly find anything there. That is so limiting. In an era where it's already hard to find clothes that are flattering, that are good quality, because let's face it, quality has gone down so much, and where it's hard to find clothes that are that check the boxes that we're looking for. Also, affordability. They've gotten so expensive. If you find a brand that fits you or has the clothes that you're looking for and the prices that you can afford and the size that works for you, are you not going to buy those clothes because the model is young and tall? Let's use our imaginations, right? Let's use our imaginations and picture the clothes on ourselves. That takes practice. And shopping online is a muscle that we need to continue to work on and work out. And sometimes we're going to get it right, and sometimes we're not going to get it right. And that's the truth and the reality of shopping online, even as a stylist. Look at all the information they give you about the sizing. Look at all of the reviews, look at pictures of women who've bought it, if that's an option. Just read all the information on our website. Make your best educated guess and order the item. and then try on the item and decide for yourself if it works on you, not based on what it looks like on the model, but based on, how it looks on you. And keep like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. You will get better at shopping online, and limiting yourself only to stores that represent you physically. You're never going to build a wardrobe that you love. You're not. You're going to be stuck. So when I share clothing, as I will be in Friday's video, that are currently available at Nordstrom or J. Crew or wherever it is we shop, those clothes are going to be pictured on models. Because unless all of you want to convene on my house and we can do a huge collective photo shoot together so we can show what one shirt looks like on 500 women, none of us are going to be happy with any single picture, right? So if it's let's dismiss the myth that if it's not on a model your age or your size, you can't picture it on you. Yes, you can. I believe in you. We all have imaginations. Carol says, unfortunately, I've mastered online shopping all too well. I love that so much. I love that so much. That is the perfect summary as far as I'm concerned. Okay, the next style myth is I don't want to dress better than my town or my circle. It makes them uncomfortable. Okay, this really bothers me because I feel like instead of lifting up the energy and the standards around us, we are bringing ourselves down. So um, I feel like if you are surrounded by the right people, those people are not going to care what you wear. They're not going to care what you wear. You know who cares what you wear the most? You. Your clothes affect your day more than they affect anyone else's day, more than they affect your husband's day or your, whatever, your boyfriend's day, more than they affect your kids' days, more than they affect your friends or your parents. Nobody is more affected by what you wear than you. Dress in a way that makes you look and feel your best, period. The right people are still going to hang out with you. If they're not hanging out with you because you suddenly started wearing cuter clothes, then you're hanging out with the wrong people. And you need to come into the Closet Confidence Facebook group and find your people there. Find a style sister in the Facebook group. Find someone who maybe their body type or maybe their personal style or their outlook on life resonates with you, and encourage each other. That's why I built these communities. That's why I've invested so much in growing my Facebook groups, because I know that many of us are isolated in our desire to improve our style. I love it. Okay, love the stores with free shipping and free returns like Nordstrom. Absolutely. When we're flexing and working on our online shopping muscle, we need stores with free shipping and free returns, and that make returns easy. Okay, so do not dress down because the people around you are dressed down. Dress for yourself. Your style can inspire other people. When you show up looking and feeling your best, you give other women around you the permission to do the same. This is not about like overdressing to the extent where you look and feel really out of place where you're at, but it is about saying, I'm going to a wedding, I want to dress as a wedding guest, and I'm not going to be wearing jeans for this event. I'm going to I'm going to church and I want to dress for church in a way that makes me feel beautiful at church. When you give yourself permission to dress this way, other people will respond. And again, you're going to draw the right people into your own life. You're going to draw people around you who want to look and feel their best as well. Okay. Next, we should stop wearing certain things after 50. Nobody knows your age. Nobody knows your size. Nobody knows your age. Nobody knows your size. That your age and your size are irrelevant. Instead, what we need to look at is how our clothes harmonize with our bodies. Like how do the clothes look like they work on me? Do I look like I am trying too hard to look too young? That can look off just because it looks like we're working really hard at being something that we're not. But deciding that, I can't wear sleeveless anymore because I'm 50. I can't wear shorts anymore because I'm 50. I can't show my nose. I can't show my nose, my knees. I can't show my arms. I can't show, I can't wear a V-neck, whatever. I don't like my neck, so I'm not going to wear a necklace. Like, just making those arbitrary rules doesn't serve anybody. It definitely doesn't serve you. So it has nothing to do with age. It has to do with harmony and what looks and feels best to us and on us. And truly, if you look at the way that we have we take care of ourselves now, and the way that, the common example that's always brought up is the Golden Girls were in their 50s, right? And now I'm in my 50s. I don't dress like the Golden Girls. I don't have like the hair and the big bow tie blouse like that. The Everything has changed. The way that we care for ourselves means that we look different at 50 now than we did when these rules were made 50 years ago. Like, it's not the same. It's not the same. We don't look the same. And so we don't need to be stuck with the same old rules. So wear what you want if it works for you, not and don't arbitrarily decide that you're going to stop wearing something just because you've hit a certain age or a certain size. Instead, look at how clothes harmonize on your body. Look at how they fit you. Look at how you feel in them. Look at how you look in them. All of that is what we should be leading with. Okay. Next is, it's important to stick to the classics at our age. At our age, we just need to be wearing classics. You need to be wearing classics if your style is classic. Now, I have renamed basics and essentials the modern classics. Why? Because they are pieces that transcend time. But this isn't an invitation for everybody to lean into classic style unless your style is genuinely classic. If your style's not classic, you don't need to be wearing classic clothes, right? If your style's not classic, you don't need to be just wearing classic clothes. Now, I do think that it's the essentials, the basics are pieces that are relatively timeless and are great wardrobe completers and outfit connectors that many of us want in our wardrobes. Things like jeans that don't go out of style in 10 minutes. But classic is of style personality. It is not a mandate that we need to start dressing that way after a certain age. And if we want to look and feel our best in our clothes, we're going to want to lean into our personal style. That's why I made this the topic. It was also the one that you guys voted on, but it's why I made this the topic of today's masterclass. Again, it's at 11. You'll definitely want to join us for that, and definitely sign up even if you can't make it live, because I will send you the replay. But personal style is saying, something classic isn't me, or maybe it is, and I'm going to lean into it. Maybe my style is boho, and I'm going to lean into boho. I'm going to lean into being a minimalist. I'm going to lean into being feminine or edgy or whatever that combination is for you. But make it yours, and don't feel like suddenly you have to start dressing in a certain classic way because you've hit a certain age. Another thing, another myth, this one drives me crazy. Comfort is the only priority now. Comfort is the only priority. I'm going to say casual is not a style and comfortable is not a style. Often I ask people what their personal style words are, and I get the words casual and I get the words comfortable. I'm like, comfortable is a requirement and a necessity for most of us. And having casual outfits is a requirement and a necessity for most of us. That does not mean that those words are personal style words. Those are lifestyle related words, and those are terms and conditions words. Like, I want my clothes to fit. I want my clothes to be comfortable. Yes, of course you do. Of course you do. No one is suggesting you wear anything uncomfortable. But if you lead with comfort, you're going to be wearing sweats and pajamas all day long, and you're not going to want to leave the house. And I truly, trust me, I've been doing this long enough to tell you with confidence that the way that you dress is going to affect the way that your day goes. And if you want to get out there and feel confident, and you want to get out there and feel passionate, and you want to get out there and you want to feel energetic and productive and positive, you need to start with how you set yourself up for the day in the way that you put yourself together. And so if you lead with comfort, you are not going to ever achieve that effect. Comfort and style, they need to go hand in hand. Neither of them are optional. We want comfort and we want style. We want to look beautiful and we want to feel great. We should have both. I love this. I'm 72 and my style has always been ethnic eclectic. Love it. Love it. Lean into that more as we get older. We want to do more of that, not less of that. Next, no one's looking at me anymore. Oh my goodness, this is heartbreaking to me. It's heartbreaking. I did a video, a Monday morning style session a couple weeks ago about how not to feel invisible over the age of 50. Why do we feel invisible over the age of 50? Because maybe the attention has shifted and we're not getting attention for the things that maybe we used to get attention for. Maybe we always used to turn heads and we feel like we don't turn heads in the same way anymore. I would encourage you to shift the focus to, I draw the type of people and the type of attention that I choose to draw into my life. So people are always going to look at a confident woman. It does not matter what your age is. If you're confident and you feel good in your own skin, people are going to look. One of my very, very sweet clients who lies about her age, lying up, she says that she's 77. I don't believe it. I think that she is genuinely much younger than that and is just fooling us all. But she said that she was at a class with, or was it her salon, and a couple of 20-something-year-old women that she sees there all the time who commented that she always looks fabulous, that she always looks stylish. If you are out there looking and feeling your best and feeling confident, people are drawn to that, and we are going to we're going to draw the right people into our lives and draw the type of attention that feels really, really good at this stage in life, which is the type of attention that values you for being you, right? People are going to be drawn to your positivity and your energy and your style that are an outward reflection of what you're doing on the inside with yourself. That is way more powerful than the type of attention we got on the beach when we were 20. Okay. So there is no reason to say that no one's looking at us anymore or that we have to be invisible after a certain age. If you are feeling invisible, choose to remain visible by the choices that you make and the way that you put yourself together every single day. Often I think we take a step into the background and we're like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, don't, nobody needs to bother looking at me anymore. And then we wonder why no one's looking, right? People are going to be drawn to what you're putting out there and they're responding to that. Okay. Last but not least, it's too late to find my style. This is actually the opposite. It's actually the opposite. This is the time to find your style. Why? Because I'm just getting going. I'm just getting started. Plus, I know myself way better now than I knew myself at 20. At 20, I was paying attention to what everybody said I should be wearing. Like what was trendy, no matter what, I put it on. Even if it was a tall blonde model, and I was like, well, I'm going to wear that outfit because the model looks great in that. She's tall and she's blonde and she looks great in it. I joked that I dressed like a tall blonde for the first 35 years of my life. I did not have the filter that let me know what would work on me as a petite brunette. So in that same way, I also did not have the focus of personal style because I had not developed it yet. Why? Because I was so young and I didn't know myself as well as I know myself now. Now I know, and I say this all the time, I'm not a cool girl. I'm not a cool girl. I'm a girly girl. I'm a feminine girl, but I'm not a cool girl. And I'm not going to pretend to be something that I'm not. So we know ourselves better than ever, over 40, over 50, over 60. We have never known ourselves better. And if we haven't taken our self-knowledge and translated that self-knowledge into personal style yet, it just means we haven't taken those steps. We haven't done that work. And I do have a personal style masterclass. Again, sign up even if you've missed it. And I will send you the replay. It's happening at 11 a.m. today. Sign up. I will send you the replay. And I'm going to talk you through the 5 steps of developing your personal style. Because not only is it not too late, it is the perfect time to be developing your personal style. Again, we've never known ourselves better, so there's never been a better or easier time to work on our personal style. I feel like our best style years are ahead of us. This is when we can lean into dressing how we want. And because many of us maybe are in a life stage where we don't have to dress to a specific dress code necessarily, we may have more freedom to dress how we want. Also, we may be letting go of how other people want us to dress and say, you know something, I'm going to do more me and I'm going to dress more me. And so when you dress more you, the right people are going to be drawn to you. You're going to attract the right type of attention. But most importantly, your days are going to go better. Your days are going to go better. The days that I wake up least feeling like getting dressed are the days that I need to get dressed the most. Because if I want to salvage that day, if I want to make the most of that day, migraine or not, bad mood or not, life stuff happening or not, I need to get dressed and arm myself, prepare myself for the day. And so this is the first step in getting myself ready for the best possible day. So I hope that this encouraged you. I'm trying to keep these shorter, but they always end up being right around 30 minutes. Next week, I'm going to have 10 more style myths that I think we should all be dismissing over the age of 50. Don't let anybody stop you from pursuing style at this stage of life. This is a gift that we get to give ourselves. We get to decide how we want to look and how we want to feel in our clothes. Do this for you. Do this for you. And the people around you, the people who love you, are going to be drawn to that kind of positivity and that kind of energy. So, love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me. Look for the link for the masterclass everywhere, or comment masterclass, and I'll try to share it as many places as possible so that you can join us an hour and a half from now and talk about your personal style. You're welcome. Love you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will talk to you soon. Bye.